So, hello. Ako nga pala si Martin and I'm gonna explain this SAP1 circuit. So, as we can see, we have a circuit here that I have obtained through this YouTube video that my professor have provided. So, first, ano nga ba yung SAP1? Okay. So, SAP1 meaning simple as possible one. Okay, isang simple. Ito ay isang basic computer architecture often used for teaching the fundamentals of computer organization and microprocessor operation. So, para siyang conceptual design na nagfo-focus sa the simplest possible computer na nag-fetch, decode, execute na cycle. So, yung purpose nito is to introduce beginners to the basic components and operations of computer and provide a practical understanding of how instructions are processed in a microprocessor. So, yung key features nito is yung tulad nito, mga word size 8 bits, instruction size na 16 bits. So, mga memory, processor registers, which is yung PC or program counter, IR, instruction register, and ACC or accumulator, and temporary register. Meron din siyang clock and control signals. Alright? So, yung components nito makikita natin sa architecture na to ay mayroong PC, memory, IR, accumulator, input and output, control unit at clock. Okay? Siyempre, instruction set nito ay mag-load, mag-add, mag-subtract, mag-output, at mag-halt ng program. So, meron silang fetch and decode execute cycle. Yung pag-fetch is yung pag-points ng memory location to the next instruction. At yung decode is yung pag-decode ng operation code sa IR. And yung pag-execute is the appropriate operation ng data transfer. Kaya napaperform ito. So, yung result na pupunta sa accumulator are output to the output register. So, pag-uusapan naman natin yung components tulad ng program counter. Alright? So, yung function ng program counter is siya yung nagki-keep track ng mga address ng next instruction to be executed in a program. So, parang, kumbaga, nag-i-increment ng automatic. Kapag na-fetch na instruction, nagpo-point siya sa subsequent instruction, tas if-a-branch or jump instruction executed, the program counter is updated to point to the new address specified in the instruction. So, next is yung IR. So, kita natin. Instruction register. So, function naman nito is mag-hold ng current instruction that has been fetched from the memory. So, pag na-fetch na instruction, so, mag-load naman ito sa IR. So, pag yung instruction naman na-decode ng control unit para ma-determine ng operation pag na-perform on the required operands. Next is yung accumulator. Okay? Yung function naman ng accumulator is ito yung parang nag-hold ng intermediate results kapag nagkakaroon arithmetic and logic operations. Kunyari, nagkaroon ng add A, B sa result ng adding A and B. So, ito yung nag-i-store mismo sa accumulator. Alright? Ito. So, importance naman nito ay pinapabilis na yung computation. Parang nag-act ito parang isang central na processor for calculations, which is very useful in simpler architecture like SAP1, syempre. So, how these components work, syempre. Tulad na pagkakasabi ko ganina, mayroon ditong work together na fetch, decode, execute cycle. So, pagka-fetch ng program counter, nagpo-provide ito ng memory address ng next instruction to the memory. So, next is yung pag-decode. Pag na-decode na, instruction, mapupunta sa IR, tas madidetermine kung operation and operands ba ito. Tas, if the operation involves arithmetic logic, The accumulator is often used to store the intermediate results. So next is pag-execute. The decoded instruction is executed and the result may be stored in the accumulator or memory. Alright? Yan ang SAP 1. So, itong SAP 1 ay pinaka-basic computer architecture na makikita natin sa mga microprocessors na nag-work ng fetch, decode, execute cycle. So, ako nga po pala ulit si Martin and thank you. Thank you for watching.